Hello, everybody. I'll wait for people to log on. Hopefully, I have reception here. Sometimes I don't have it out in rural Alberta with my girls. Got the haircut. Check out the widow's peak growing. Getting old. That's how it goes. Hair going. But yeah, first time I shaved my head in a while. Kind of something to do in COVID, I guess. I just took out the clippers, got sick of it, and said, you know what? I'm not going to register myself at the hairdressers and go through the app process. I'm not sick and I'm not really interested in getting grounded through something like that or enter the COVID app. So buzzed her off. We'll see how it goes. See, people are starting to log on here, I think. I don't see who they are. So, we'll see. But making this video, I'm going to talk about why so many people are getting unhinged here and getting angry and they don't like the Trump narrative. But it's something we have to go through here, and I have to absolutely shake out all the bad apples. And that's the QAnon. Oh, I see Ken. Hi, Ken. So I'm shaking out the bad apples. That's what I'm doing here. And if people don't understand why, in the months coming, you're going to understand why. Q is a cult. It's got to the height of its crazy, and we witnessed that on Capitol Hill. Anyone who doesn't see that is going to absolutely devastate anybody's narratives going forward with QAnon, you got another thing coming. An Alberta independence, I'm sorry, everybody, but it is not going anywhere with Q narratives. Any of this crazy radical parlor social media that is not based in any kind of fact, but absolutely all about people entertaining their darkest fantasies is not productive for any kind of independence. And if you look at all political parties and every establishment, they don't entertain it either. They're never going to. And it's really simple, everybody. If you take QAnon and a lot of the crazy with you, you're finished. You're finished. Your credibility is going to go continue like this. And mine already is. I noticed that it doesn't matter who quits me or who doesn't. Whoever leaves, others replace that. I noticed that pretty steady. And there is a great amount of people that I need to access. And yes, that comes more from the center and left, but they're absolutely imperative to the rally coming in 2022. And I can't win them with radical Jesus worshiping of men. And that's what's really happened here with Donald Trump and the QAnon. People have turned from their faith. They're literally going at Trump as though he's a demigod. I have lots of Catholic friends. They all see it clearly. They may not come on here, and that's okay. I'll always be that voice to say it like I see it. And I can't speak for other faiths and denominations, but I can promise you there's nothing Jesus about Donald Trump whatsoever. And what's going to be coming forward in the next months to come with Donald Trump is absolutely going to be exposed. People want to talk about evidence. He provided none. He provided none. There is no Kraken. I don't care. I don't care about the QAnon. It's better to have the apples roll out the comments because I want more and more people who ultimately believe in that, who've been corrupted by this cult Q and Donald Trump's last ditch efforts here to embrace it and absolutely bamboozle everybody. It's shameful, it's disgusting, it's disgraceful. Just so you all know, I was bamboozled too. I felt I could trust Donald Trump in the end there. I believed he was going to bring the evidence that there was no reason to think that he would ever pull a scam like that. I trusted his last 4 great, wonderful years as president. I was very happy with that. I fully supported him and I enjoyed everything he did as president. But you all have to realize he did that with an amazing, talented cabinet and Trump administration, we call it, which has absolutely all but abandoned him now. Now, you can all say And a lot of these people have been forever. I talked to a few in the Trump administration. There's another Albertan here that's in UCP that we were absolutely involved during the Trump campaign. We absolutely assisted in that. I was one of them too. And I enjoyed all his books. I enjoyed what he said. And he did everything he said he was going to do. He didn't finish the other half because he had lost his Congress. He had lost majority Congress. It went the other way. That was at the by-elections. He didn't finish. The problem is the election didn't go his way and he became unhinged. Like all of you, a lot of you, I believed in this claim of voter fraud. Sounds credible. It's President Trump. He would be an idiot to go with something like that without evidence. But that's exactly what he did, and that's what I'm trying to tell all of you. Now, this Q and other radical organizations tied with anti-vaxxers, which are a lot of the Q too, it's not about mandatory vaccines. It's about the fact that people are saying all vaccines are somehow the devil. This mass of everybody's a pedophile. These people who talk like that, I don't want you anywhere near my children. Do you understand? When you talk so radically, you're the kind of person I don't want near my children. That's the fact. And I've met a few of them over these years have come, and my creep feeling was, I don't want you near my daughters. That's what I felt like. I don't know about any of you, but the reality is this has gone too far now, clearly, and the people who are still holding on to this, or in the name of God championing this stuff, you're in a cult. I want you gone. I really do. I don't want to take you forward with independence. Like, go ahead, vote for it, whatever. I just don't want you on my narrative anymore. I don't care. I've never cared about followers. I'm not going back into politicians. I have an education to do, and I have a presentation I want to get through with other Albertans, and I enjoy being on the world stage right now. I've grown tremendously far. I just don't want the radical crazy anymore. It's never been effective. It's not going to win the masses in my major rally coming here in 2022. And I hope for those who are smart enough, which there are lots who come and comment, and then there's others saying, oh, you're making me angry with your narratives and it's not helping for independence. I promise you, if anyone knows what's good for independence, that's me. And dropping QAnon and all this radical crap, all this fake fantasy has to go now. And that's where I'm going. People can take it as they want. They can see it as they want. I don't care. I don't want the radical anymore. It's over. Go chase your little pipe dream right down the toilet. Because I promise you, Trump's in a world hurt locker right now. The start of his problems are only coming in post the 20th. Post the 20th, you're going to see a lot of problems. Am I happy with the left? Are you ridiculous? Have any of you been following me for all these years? I'm getting ready to fight the storm of the great socialist globalist reset. We can't have the bullshit bombs coming in. Millions of pedophiles, children under the city of New York, all that radicalism, all this Trump cracking crap, gotta go. It's over. You're not helping. You're hurting. Just as what happened on Capitol Hill, just as what happened with the fake court cases with zero evidence, it destroyed Georgia's Senate. People, 30 years Republican. It wasn't to flip back in November. It wasn't going to flip to Democrat. It was going to stay Republican majority. But then the crazy came out of the woodwork, and it chased everybody the other way. They moved over 300,000 votes within a month's time. If that doesn't tell you all something, I don't know what to tell you. Voting machines frauded? Where's the evidence? Because the voting machine company has all the evidence. They're suing Powell, and people are still going, oh no. Unlike Powell, they came with evidence to court. And unlike Powell, they're going to present a case with evidence against Powell and against Trump lawyers. Now, Donald Trump is super intelligent. He shielded himself. He went through lawyers. Many of them abandoned him once they realized the guy was totally full of shit and right off his rocker because he was using law firms to exact his revenge. And when they realized you've set us up to take the fall for you when this is proved that you have frauded the people on fake, multi-fake court cases and you used our law firm to do it. We trusted you. This is what's coming out, people. You don't even have a clue. And you're going to keep following the parlor, the QAnon. Oh no, shh, don't listen to the rest of the real world. You've utterly decimated the Republican Party. Utterly decimated it. That's reality. And you're utterly going to destroy conservatism here in Alberta if you continue, which makes me come full circle here like this. Was this absolutely designed by the left and you're all falling for it? A weakness? I don't know. We know the world's corrupted left or right. We know that in politics. It's all about filling the fattest, wealthiest while starving out everybody else. Stripping more and more of your rights and freedoms down. You're going to see it. You're going to see it over this ugly Democrat stronghold coming forward, absolutely in bed with Justin Trudeau and Jason Kenney right here in Alberta. Deal, deal, deal. Till the end of his term, he's thrown out of office, and more than likely Rachel Notley's going to be sitting there in majority power. We have to change these narratives. We have to shed all the bullshit. If you can't do that, if you don't want to come on this great journey, you gotta leave me now. I have to have you go. We can do this the easy way or hard way. The easy way is I keep pounding out the Trump anti and the real myth busting in absolute fact. So you all run away because your parlor and your QAnon ears can't handle it. Sorry to say. That's my goal here. That's what I'm doing. And it's either I do it by laying out the truth and you all run away, or I do it by force and I go around deleting people, which is a big waste of my time. But I want those radicals gone. I don't want you coming forward. I want the narrative that's really here, right in front of us, addressed as it has to be addressed. People keep saying to me, how does this have anything to do with independence? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? That radical Wexit, I know that group. The radical religious folk who are not anything about Jesus and are definitely all about autocracy. And there's a group of them. There's a big group of them who are not Jesus-loving, who are not all about their fellow man, who do not practice what they preach. And those are the folks I don't want coming with me because they're autocrats. They're the problem we have in government right now, and they will only absolutely lead us to either the same problem or much, much worse. And not only that, they remove all your credibility. They take away all of your rights and freedoms themselves too, which is what we just watched them attempt to do in pathetic, pathetic fashion at the Capitol Hill. And if you all don't see that anarchists and radicals are no good for nothing, I don't know what to tell you, but they're definitely not going to be in my narrative going forward. It's the truth. And until I get the comments down to where none of those radicals are around anymore, so I can actually build something like I built in 2007 to absolutely make the government shit their pants in 2022, then you know what? I don't know what to tell you because I'm all about the truth and I'd never do anything unless I see a success rate. And I know how to get that success rate. I know the targeted rights and freedoms, which all of you inside yourself, one or two of those are going to be right here. And you're going to understand the importance of it and why we desperately have to fight for it and why we have to show the government in large numbers. We're not going to get those large numbers with radicals, QAnoners, crazies. Sorry, If this offends you, you gotta go. That's the point of all this. You gotta go. Because you're only wrecking everything, up to and including my most precious thing, Alberta independence. Verifiable, reliable, and it has to be for all the people. Radicals, revolutionaries, anarchists don't help with that narrative because they don't even want your narrative. They only like it if it means some kind of anarchy. This is a human part of our condition that will always exist in every society, the anarchists. Being an independence successionist has nothing to do with anarchy. And if you allow them to continue forward with us, guess what? This is the firepower Rachel Notley and Jason Kenney have against us, and where the mass population looks and says, I don't want to have anything to do with anarchy. You're anarchy, it's clearly seen, or you're crazy, or you're radical, or you're all these narratives that they've already hit a lot of us with that are absolutely not true. I'm not a pervert. I'm not a racist. I'm none of these things. I'm a human being with flaws like everybody else. And in fact, probably a great amount less flaws than absolute autocrats like Jason Kenney and Rachel Notley, who are pathetic, care nothing of any of you, will promise you the world and lie their faces off to you each and every day by the likes and loves and hearts they get on the posts they make. That's not me. That's never going to be me. We have to go through this viably, credibly, and that appeals to everybody. And that's what I'm going to do. And we also need to shake the foundation in a real, organized, credible way to absolutely scare the establishment. Not revolution, not storming palaces, but evolution. Evolution of the people, that they can trust in something and they can actually do a movement and their voice can be heard. And judges, law courts, and legislators are going to go, oh God, if they can do this, what else can they do? And yeah, how would you like it if we're all camped out at your residences? Now, Jason Kenney has made some of this what he calls illegal, but we know in court it's absolutely legal. It's in precedent law right here in Alberta. And just because you make a bill doesn't make it lawful if it goes against the will of the courts and our fundamental fought hard for rights. And that's what I'm going to be teaching all of you. The 16,000 evolution page will have a meeting with admins. We're going to iron out all of these details. Sorry if people don't like the constraints in there, but we are on a specific narrative. If you can't organize to that very specific narrative, you can't post. That's as simple as that. You say, oh, free speech. Well, free speech, as long as it's absolutely all about the narrative. If you don't like that, go somewhere else. That's your freedom of movement. Go move to a narrative you like. But if you're here to promote political parties, promote ideologies, or promote all this other stuff, you're not going to be posted. And then people say, oh, but my freedom of rights to say what I want. Yeah, sure, you have a right to start your own group, your own page. Go do it. That's it. It's just like my Facebook. This is my freedom. This is my right. You all get the choice to join with me, or you get to leave. And that's what the offer is today. If you don't like what I'm rolling out here and where I'm going, take the next bus and continue on. Delete me. That's what I want. I want those who are absolutely in the fantasy to go now. I don't want you anymore. I don't. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day.